let's get into Korea, but let's talk a little bit about sort of where you came from, how you grew up, starting with, I guess, Sioux City, Iowa.
That's right. Well, I was a kid growing up in the middle of the United States. I was reminded on the way over here, I was talking, when Pearl Harbor happened, I was almost 16 years old, and I was in a movie theater. And they stopped the movie, and they announced that the Japanese had just bombed Pearl Harbor. I didn't know where Pearl Harbor was. Now, I knew where the Hawaiian Islands were, but I didn't know Pearl Harbor was in the Hawaiian Islands. When you're in Iowa, there's no oceans. Nobody, you don't think about oceans. And so here we were in this movie, and I was almost 16, as I said, and I said, well, hell, the war will be over before I ever get called in. Well, that turned out to be wrong. So, as I said, I was going through high school. My whole objective while I was in high school, I was going to become a chemical engineer and go to Cornell University. Why? Because my best friend's oldest brother-in-law was a chemical engineer working in Sumatra. Well, when you're growing up in Iowa, Sumatra sounded like a pretty good thing to be doing. So that's why I wanted to be a chemical engineer, and I was going to go to Cornell because he went to Cornell, and that was going to be what I was going to do. Well, the war happened, and I suddenly became 18, and you get drafted. It's hard for people to realize today, every place you go, people were in uniform. There weren't people walking around in civilian clothes. The only people who were in civilian clothes were those who couldn't qualify because of physical disabilities. So everybody was in uniform, no matter where you were.